welcome back to Linda's Pantry. Today, oh my gosh, we're making lemon poppy seed muffins. Yes, we are. Preheat your oven to 350 right now. Let's get it done. I've got all my ingredients out. I've got my lemons, my lemon zest, my sugar, my flour, my duck eggs, because you know, duck eggs make everything better. I'm so thankful to have those available. Poppy seeds, Greek yogurt, milk, butter. Did I say lemon? I cannot wait. And I'm going to make the most delicious icing to go on these. So come on in and let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is get our dry ingredients in here. Okay. And bring that camera down a little bit. There we go. Dry ingredients. And we're going to mix those together. And I got this recipe online. So, but it is delicious. You are going to love it. And I made a mistake. You do not preheat the oven to 350. It's to 425. So you want 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 2.5 cups. 1 and 2 and a heavy half is going to come up. Okay, let's see what we got here. 2.5, spot on, done. Whew, that's awesome. Okay, dry ingredients are going to include your baking powder, baking soda. Put my eggs aside here, and I need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This is the baking powder. Baking powder, I need 2 teaspoons. Ooh, because they're going to be lofty. So, 2 teaspoons. That's 1. And I'll leave the recipe link down below. You can go over to Preppy Kitchen. That's where I got this recipe. And he does a fantastic job, as always. And a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. To react with the acid in the recipe, which is, okay, that's 1/4. Done. You don't need much. You don't want it to taste like baking soda. That would be awful, right? So get these out of my way now. Move these over here so they can go back to the pantry. And poppy seeds. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about something with poppy seeds. So 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. 1 and 2. That's perfect. Okay. 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. And we're going to wait. We've got to get the sugar ready. And the sugar, this is very cool how he does the sugar. And I've done this before. It literally is pretty amazing. If you've ever done this, you'll know what I'm talking about. And clean hands, I just washed them. So we're all good on the clean hands. And we need, how much sugar? Sugar. Where's my sugar? Sorry, I'm reading a recipe and I can't see the sugar on here because it is not on here. Oh my. So the printable recipe, oh no, 1 cup of sugar. I'm so sorry. 1 cup of sugar. But we're not just going to put it in here. We're actually going to make lemon sugar. And so we need a cup of sugar, and I'm going to do it right in this bowl. This will end up to be my wet ingredients. But for now, we're going to put a cup of sugar, 1 cup, and with clean hands, you get 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. And I've already zested my lemons to save some time for you guys. I also will be putting lemon zest in the icing. So that goes right in there. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And that was the zest off of 2 lemons, really. I don't know how firmly packed you want that, but we're going to flavor that this will go in our icing. And literally, you just get in here with your hands till you mix the sugar and the oils and the lemon. It just permeates what the sugar is going to do for this recipe. And it smells heavenly. I mean, it smells so lemony right now just by touching. And yeah, and you're going to feel your sugar become kind of wet, but it's not really wet. It's the oils from the lemon. So, yum. We're going to mix that into our dry ingredients now. And we'll leave this for the wet. I'm going to rinse my hands again. And, oh, I'm so excited. Okay. This is wonderful. So I am changing the icing a little bit from what he does. I could even kick it up another notch, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to change it a little bit. I like lemon zest in my icing as well as just lemon juice. So there's my dry ingredients. Oh, except for salt. We do need salt. And that is, oh, it's a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher. So literally, we're just going to put a couple pinches of salt, and you got a 1/4 teaspoon, right? Okay, of kosher salt. The oven is preheated to 425. And let's get that all mixed together. You want to make sure when you are mixing your dry ingredients, you really get them mixed well, because in the end, that's going to make the difference to your wet ingredients. Okay, so what I need now, I need some fresh lemon juice. I only need a tablespoon, but I'm going to need some for the icing. So I've got my little juicer here. And I ordered a new juicer. I'm super excited for my Bosch mixer. I cannot wait till that gets here. It's supposed to be here today. So we'll see. Look how nice that is. You know you're getting every bit of it. Now, after I zested these, I washed them, I zested, and then I went ahead and put them in the microwave for 30 seconds and rolled them to loosen that up so it releases all the juice. So this is a nice little gadget here because it saves all the seeds up top. I've got all that juice on the bottom. I need a tablespoon. Okay. So we need in our wet ingredients, we're going to do in another bowl, combine the sugar, lemon zest, well, working with your hands. We already did that. That should have gone in the wet ingredients. Okay, well, we already screwed this up. So in this bowl, we're going to add, to me, that was all dry ingredients, but apparently not. Sugar actually is a wet ingredient. We're going to put a tablespoon of lemon juice, and I'm going heavy on the lemon juice, because I can, and it won't change the recipe enough. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Okay, I can't seem to figure that out, so we're gonna have to. There we go. And now it needs to go over here. There we go. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. In this bowl, now we need a cup of Greek yogurt, full-fat Greek yogurt. I was lucky enough to get this yesterday at the store. It was on a killer deal. And at my little local grocery store, it's very expensive because we're very rural. You want 1/3 of a cup of milk. Whole milk. We're not saving any calories here. And we need duck eggs. So I actually like to crack the duck eggs in something else and swap it over because they're big and the shells are really hard. So sometimes, even though you think you're not, they're, see, I got a shell in there. So the secret to getting a shell out of your stuff is to use the shell to your advantage. It will attract the shell. and grab it. So I say, oh, I had it. And I have it. Okay, I'm just not going to let it back out. Okay, we got one duck egg. Let's get another one. Boop. Let's see what we got. Oh, and the yolks on these guys are just gigantic. They're so rich. And because of the protein and the moisture, they tend to really make your baked goods very moist. Okay. Got any little shell pieces out of there. And another rinse for the hands. Because, you know, that's what's going on. Look at that beautiful yolk. Can you see how big that yolk is? And you can tell the whites are a little more water content for the most part. They're delicious to eat. And we've got a cup or a half a cup of melted butter. And it is perfectly melted, not too hot. Okay. And then we need vanilla. And it's calling for a fair amount of vanilla. Let's see. Oh, no, just a teaspoon. Okay. Measure with your heart. Vanilla. Okay, get those yolks. We're just really going to get this mixed up. I've got my Danish whisk, which to me, for any kind of batter, muffin batter, I have my cute little parchment muffin wrappers in my muffin tin. Okay. And we're ready to go. You're like, okay, let's do it. Okay, I am good. Now we're going to fold in, basically, the dry ingredients into the mixture. And see, I feel like the zest is going to add so much flavor. And then that little bit of lemon juice. This is a thick batter. He does say that. So don't be scared. It'll get incorporated. You don't need a mixer, which is nice. I don't do, typically, none of my batters do I use a mixer anyway. But yes, it is a thick dough. So, okay. Now we are ready. We have this beautiful lemony poppy seed dough. And I don't have, see how nice these Danish whisks, they just clean up so nice and nothing's stuck. It's not hard to get clean. It's like one of my favorite kitchen utensils. I use it all the time. It doesn't matter. If I'm stirring up something, I'm using that. Okay. Now, as tempting as it is, I want to taste it. My mouth's watering because I can smell all that lemon. But we're going to get our muffin tins over here and get them filled evenly. We're going to try to evenly distribute these. And these are tricky to fill. I'm just saying, because you don't want to get it on the wrapper. So we're going to go right to the below, I think. Let me see, as I probably put that on my shirt. Okay, we're going to get these filled about, well, a regular muffin wrapper, you would want to fill about 3/4 of the way full. 2/3 is typically how full we do these. But these are going to rise up and be domed and beautiful in the end. So just try to make them as even as possible. Okay, and I'll be back when we're ready to put them in the oven. I'm so excited. So I evenly put these in the muffins. And while I was doing it, I was like, ooh, these are going to rise up. They're going to be beautiful. I'm going to drizzle the icing. I'm going to try to clean up your parchment a little bit. But I'm going to drizzle the icing in there. Oh, it's going to be great because it will all be contained in these little cute little wrappers. In the oven, it goes for approximately, till the toothpick comes out clean, 15 to 17 minutes. And the top should be golden brown, everything, you know. And we're going to let them cool in the pan for 10 minutes before we put them on a wire rack. So patience. But I wish you could smell this because just the zest in that sugar has permeated the room. It smells amazing. All right, I'll be back and we'll do this. Hey guys, the muffins are out of the oven. And look how beautiful these are. They don't get super dark. I literally, these were in there 15 minutes. It says 15 to 17. 15 minutes was perfect. Toothpick comes out clean. I was expecting them to be a little more brown on top. Oh, they're resilient too. It didn't damage a thing. These are still pretty hot. So these have got to cool in this pan for 10 minutes. Then we'll take them onto a cooling rack, no problem. But we're gonna make our glaze. Super easy, oh my gosh. You don't even know. Again, this is like, lemon is beyond what I need in my life. I love lemon anything. I know there's a lot of you out there. So this is a good tablespoon of lemon zest. The recipe did not call for that, but I'm so sorry. I have to have it. I always put lemon zest in a lemon icing whenever possible. So we got we're not wasting any of that flavor. That is good stuff. And then we need lemon juice and 2 tablespoons. I might make a little bit extra because what? Why not? We're gonna make a little bit extra. And then I will save that for my lemon water tomorrow. No problem. Okay, or later tonight. 1 cup, but because I put more lemon juice in there, it's gonna be a healthy cup. I know, the purists that follow recipes are probably cringing right now. It's okay. It's okay. You're just putting that powdered sugar, which is so much fun to work with, and literally it doesn't take much liquid. I want the glaze kind of thick, so I will add more if I need it, just because I added more juice. And the zest, you know, just stirring it is releasing the oils. It's going to be super lemony, not just from juice, but the zest. That zest adds the essential oils in there. My mouth is watering. The essential oils with the icing. And I actually have something else I want a little bit of icing for, so this is going to work out perfect. What a saying. So that was about 1.5 cups, which is about right for the measurements. 2 tablespoons of liquid to 1 cup of, oh yeah. And you know when your icing is done. Actually, I want it a little bit thicker. You can add vanilla to this too, but I'm not going to. That is not what the recipe called for. So, there you go. Woo, look at that. Oh yeah. Once you feel like you've got something thick enough that it'll get on that muffin and I might even want it a little thicker. So if I was gonna go super decadent, I would do cream cheese in here. Cream cheese and lemon. It's one of my favorite icings. Okay, now I think I've got it. Like I said, I'll leave a link to his recipe down below so you can go check it out. Let's do a little tasty. Okay. Bam! Lemon right in your face. Oh, that is so good. It's sweet, but it's tart. It's lemony. I'm super excited. Okay. Obviously, we can't ice those yet. I'm gonna finish cleaning up the dishes, get this all put away, get these muffins out on a cooling rack, and we'll get to ice them when they're totally cooled off. Because if you put it on right now, you're just gonna have a melty mess, and you don't want that. We worked really hard to get these muffins. And the fun part about this is, see you've got craters in there. All that lemony icing is gonna go right down in that crater. And down the sides, in here in the paper. Oh yeah, and we have a catchment where if you put them in regular muffin papers, they have nowhere to go. You have to be so careful. I like this idea. Okay guys, so it's time. I'm super excited. So I just have my spatula and I'm going to drizzle just a healthy little, probably close to a tablespoon on each one. Just what happens. Let me bring you in close so you can see what's happening, because it's just like blah, blah, blah. It's a molten lemony goodness. I'm struggling because I gotta taste this with you guys. These run about 300 calories per muffin. I won't be eating the whole muffin. Sorry. So I'm actually switching over to a spoon. I think I have a little more control if I take a spoon and do this for you. This is what I'm talking about. They still have a little warmth to them, so that icing is just gonna do its thing, right? Right there. These are the ones I did. Look at that. Oh, yum. Okay, that's about right. I like that. So each one is gonna get that teaspoon to tablespoon. It's a big muffin. It has to have plenty of icing, right? Okay. I'm gonna ice these and finish letting them cool down before I do the taste test for you. I'm so excited, but I'm like, okay, I could be trading dinner here. This is a big one. So yummy. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the icing portion of this, and then I will come back and give you a taste test. So it's time. Look how beautiful these are. These are absolutely gorgeous. They've had plenty of time to cool. I'm gonna pick the smallest one, and I'm gonna cut it in half to give a taste test, and I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna make my husband eat the rest of it. I don't even know. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to make a decision. They all look beautiful, but I don't particularly care for the white wrapper. I like that it shows that they're brown, but if you get any of the batter on the white wrappers, it cooks and burns. That's just the hazards of parchment. So, we're gonna peel that parchment back, and it peels off really nicely, which is so nice to see. Sometimes stuff sticks. Oh, but look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful muffin. Okay, I'm putting that right there. I'm gonna resist kissing that parchment paper. I'm literally gonna cut this muffin in quarters. Oh, look at the interior. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, look at that. It's beautiful. It's so pretty. I'm super excited. Okay, I'm not even gonna cut it again. I'm taking a bite. This is the most decadent. Lemony poppy seed muffin. So good. It's moist. It's tender. The icing just has that wow factor. But just the muffin on its own, I like all the little pops of the poppy seeds. The only thing I would change is I think I would want more lemon zest and maybe more lemon juice in the muffin itself. But I'm a lemon girl. Delicious. So keep that in mind if you really like the lemon flavor throughout. This is a delicious muffin. Don't get me wrong, it has a slight lemon taste to the muffin, but the icing is what makes it pop. Huh. Okay. My husband can finish the rest of that. I do hope it inspires you to go check out that channel and the recipe in the link below. And if you're hungry for some poppy seed muffins, this is a winner. It is a delicious recipe, and we are going to enjoy these. I am taking some of these to work. We're not going to eat all these. I will not eat any more of this. My husband will eat that. He doesn't, nothing affects him, so. But several of these, or at least half of them, will go to work with me tomorrow. So I get to share and be the hero. Thank you to everyone who comes on here and watches. I appreciate you so very much. I appreciate you leaving a comment. That really helps my channel out. If you hit that thumbs up and subscribe, you're also helping us out tremendously. And I can keep bringing you delicious recipes, whether they're my own or they're somebody else's. I came across this and I thought, oh, I gotta try it. And it is wonderful. I like all of his recipes. So, all right, we'll see you next time for another delicious recipe. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to resist. Anyway, all right, guys, bye. I wish I would have been able to get better pictures, but these lemon poppy seed muffins pop with lemon, and everyone that had them loved them.